Are you over 60 and feeling like your body's slowly turning against you? Maybe you're noticing your arms aren't as strong as they used to be. Lifting grocery bags feels heavier. Standing up from the couch takes more effort than it should. And those stairs, they feel like a mountain. It's not just aging. What you're feeling could be the early stages of something called sarcopenia, a condition where your muscles quietly waste away over time. And here's the scary part. Most seniors don't even know it's happening until it's too late. Doctors say you can lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade after 40, even faster after 60. That means you could be eating healthy, staying active, and still be losing strength every single year. But what if there were a simple, natural way to slow that down? What if a handful of fruits, yes, fruits, could help you protect your strength, restore your energy, and keep your independence? Today, we're revealing 3 underrated fruits that scientists are now linking to stronger muscles, better balance, and less pain in seniors. And number 1, it's not only delicious, it might just be the secret to rebuilding aging muscle without the gym. Muscle loss isn't just about looking weaker. It's about feeling powerless in your own body. This silent condition, sarcopenia, is affecting over 45% of adults over 60. It starts with little things: tripping more often, struggling to twist off a jar, or getting tired just walking across a parking lot. Over time, it steals your strength, balance, energy, and even your independence. And the worst part? It's not being caught early enough. Most seniors believe it's just normal aging, but that's not true. Sarcopenia is preventable, even reversible, but only if you give your muscles the right tools, specifically nutrients that support muscle repair, reduce inflammation, and fuel tissue growth. The good news is you don't need protein powders or complicated supplements. Research now shows that certain everyday fruits can have powerful muscle protective effects if you eat them regularly. And that's exactly what we're about to break down, starting with number 3. When you think of building muscle, cherries probably aren't the first thing that come to mind. But tart cherries, especially Montmorency cherries, are becoming a secret weapon in the fight against age-related muscle loss. And the research behind them is too strong to ignore. Let's start with a simple question. Have you ever woken up sore, even though you didn't work out? Or maybe your legs feel tight after a walk, or your back aches after doing nothing strenuous at all. That's not just stiffness. That's low-grade inflammation, and it's a major driver of sarcopenia. Tart cherries are one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory fruits. They contain anthocyanins, special plant compounds that give cherries their deep red color. But these aren't just pretty pigments. Studies show anthocyanins block the enzymes that cause muscle damage and pain, similar to how ibuprofen works, but naturally and without the side effects. In one study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, older adults who drank tart cherry juice daily for 7 days had less muscle soreness and better recovery after physical activity. Another study found that tart cherry supplementation reduced the markers of muscle breakdown in aging adults, helping preserve lean tissue. That means you're not just feeling better. Your muscles are actually being protected on a cellular level. Tart cherries don't just help your muscles. They're also loaded with melatonin, which can improve sleep quality, and better sleep leads to better muscle repair. Poor sleep increases cortisol, your body's stress hormone, which literally breaks down muscle over time. But with better rest, your body gets the recovery it needs to rebuild. You might be wondering, should I be drinking cherry juice or eating the fruit itself? Here's what to know. Tart cherry juice is more concentrated. Just 8 to 10 ounces can deliver a full daily dose of anti-inflammatory power. But whole cherries, fresh or frozen, come with added fiber, which supports digestion and blood sugar control. If you go for the juice, make sure it's 100% tart cherry with no added sugars. And don't confuse it with sweet cherries. The darker, bitter ones are what we want. Take Sylvia, a 71-year-old retiree from Michigan. She'd been struggling with muscle fatigue for years and had nearly given up on her daily walks. Her daughter suggested she try tart cherry juice in the morning. Sylvia didn't expect much, but after 2 weeks, she noticed her joints didn't ache as much. She started walking farther. Eventually, she said, "I feel like I got 10 years back." Stories like hers are becoming more common as people discover that healing doesn't always come from a prescription bottle to get the benefits. Drink 8 ounces of tart cherry juice in the morning or after activity. Or eat a cup of fresh or frozen tart cherries with breakfast or as a snack. If you're on medication, especially blood thinners, talk to your doctor first. Tart cherries are high in antioxidants, which can slightly thin the blood. We put tart cherries at number 3 not because they're weak, but because the next 2 fruits go even further. They don't just reduce muscle damage. They actively help rebuild. So stay with us, because number 2 might already be in your fridge, and you probably underestimated your whole life. Bananas. They're so common, we often overlook them. But this soft yellow fruit might be one of the most underrated muscle protectors for seniors. And here's why. Sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, doesn't just happen because we stop lifting heavy things. It also happens when our muscle cells stop receiving the fuel and nutrients they need to stay strong. And bananas happen to be nature's perfect delivery system for exactly that. Most people think of bananas as just carbs, but they're loaded with muscle-friendly nutrients, including potassium, crucial for muscle contractions and preventing cramps. Vitamin B6 helps convert food into energy. Magnesium supports protein synthesis and reduces inflammation. Resistant starch, a type of prebiotic fiber that feeds gut bacteria, which plays a role in regulating metabolism and muscle retention. That's not fluff, that's science. In fact, a low potassium diet has been linked to greater muscle wasting in older adults. When your body doesn't have enough potassium, your muscles struggle to contract efficiently. You may feel weaker, more tired, and less stable, and that increases your fall risk. Bananas help prevent all that with just 1 fruit a day. Here's something most people don't know. As we age, our muscle mitochondria, the energy factories inside our cells, begin to slow down. They don't convert energy as efficiently, leading to fatigue, weakness, and slower recovery. Bananas support mitochondrial health in 2 key ways. They're rich in glucose, which provides fast, digestible energy during activity, essential for keeping muscles from breaking down. They contain dopamine and antioxidants, which reduce oxidative stress, the silent killer of mitochondrial function. In short, bananas feed your muscles and protect their power sources. Meet Harold, 74, a retired carpenter from Ohio. He'd started feeling lightheaded during his daily gardening. His hands trembled, and his legs cramped up more often. He thought it was just old age. One afternoon, Harold fainted while trimming hedges. Doctors found his potassium levels were dangerously low, and muscle tissue had begun to deteriorate. The fix? It started with diet, and bananas were part of the prescription. Just 1 banana every morning with a glass of water helped stabilize his potassium levels and reduce cramps. Within weeks, Harold was back in the yard, with more energy and fewer falls. Bananas didn't just boost his strength, they gave him back his independence. It's true, bananas are sweet, but here's what matters. 1 medium banana has about 14 g of sugar, but it comes with fiber, which slows the absorption. The natural sugar in bananas is paired with electrolytes, meaning it supports hydration and muscle repair. Unlike processed snacks, bananas don't spike your insulin in harmful ways, especially when eaten with protein or a handful of nuts. If you're worried about blood sugar, choose a slightly green banana. It contains more resistant starch and less sugar. Bananas do more than help your muscles. They calm nerves and reduce anxiety, thanks to magnesium and tryptophan. They support gut health, which is directly linked to better nutrient absorption and muscle maintenance. They help maintain stable blood pressure, reducing strain on your heart during physical activity. All of this supports a stronger, more resilient body after 60. How to add bananas to your daily routine. Add a sliced banana to oatmeal or yogurt in the morning. Freeze and blend into a smoothie with spinach, protein powder, and almond milk. Slice onto whole grain toast with peanut butter for a muscle-friendly snack. Or just eat it plain, 30 minutes before a walk or workout for quick energy. The key is consistency. You don't need 5 a day. Just 1 banana daily can support your body's natural fight against sarcopenia. Bananas are easy to find, affordable, versatile, and for something so ordinary, they pack an extraordinary muscle-preserving punch. So why aren't they number 1? Because the next fruit doesn't just protect. It stimulates muscle growth on a deeper, hormonal level. It might sound too good to be true, but thousands of seniors swear by it. And you probably have no idea it can help with sarcopenia. Until now. When most people think of building or preserving muscle, they imagine protein shakes, weightlifting, or maybe magnesium supplements. But what if I told you that one small, fuzzy green fruit can outperform them all when it comes to muscle regeneration, recovery, and hormone support, especially after 60? That fruit is kiwi fruit, and it deserves the number 1 spot in this countdown. Kiwis might look unassuming, but beneath their furry skin lies a biochemical goldmine that targets some of the core drivers of sarcopenia: low growth hormone levels, chronic inflammation, poor protein digestion, oxidative damage to muscle fibers, mitochondrial fatigue. Here's how kiwis go to work on every single one of these. After age 60, your natural growth hormone GH levels plummet. GH is crucial for muscle repair and regeneration. Without it, muscle breakdown speeds up and recovery slows to a crawl. Kiwi fruit contains arginine, a natural amino acid that stimulates GH release from the pituitary gland. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging, older adults who consumed arginine-rich fruits like kiwi saw a measurable increase in nighttime GH levels, which is when most muscle repair happens. That's not just impressive, it's game-changing. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the sneakiest causes of muscle loss. Kiwi fruit fights this on 2 levels. It contains vitamin C, over 230% of your daily needs in a single fruit, which lowers CRP levels, a key inflammation marker linked to muscle breakdown. It's rich in polyphenol that inhibit inflammatory cytokines, reducing wear and tear on aging tissues. Translation: less muscle soreness, better repair, faster bounce back after any kind of physical stress, even a walk or gardening session. Here's a dirty little secret about aging and nutrition. You might be eating enough protein, but your body isn't absorbing it properly anymore. Kiwi fruit contains a unique enzyme called actinidin, found in no other commonly eaten fruit. Actinidin breaks down protein in the stomach, improving digestion and maximizing amino acid absorption from other foods. Think of it like unlocking the protein you're already eating. This is especially critical for seniors who struggle with bloating, indigestion, or low stomach acid, all of which block proper protein use and contribute to sarcopenia. Sarcopenia isn't just physical. Loss of strength affects mood, confidence, and cognitive function. Kiwis come packed with serotonin precursors, which promote better sleep and mood, potassium for neuromuscular coordination, folate, which reduces mental fog and supports neurotransmitter balance. Better mood equals more movement. More movement equals more muscle protection. It's all connected, and kiwi strengthens those connections naturally. Let me introduce you to Rose, a 67-year-old retired nurse from Arizona. She'd been feeling weak, especially in her legs, and blamed it on normal aging. But when she struggled to rise from a chair unaided, she knew something was wrong. Her doctor confirmed early sarcopenia and recommended protein, light strength training, and kiwi fruit. Skeptical, Rose started eating 2 kiwis every evening, along with a high-protein dinner. In just 8 weeks, she reported better sleep, thanks to the serotonin boost. Her digestion improved, less bloating, fewer skipped meals. And most importantly, she regained the strength to walk a full mile without rest. Rose now swears by her green fruit habit. She calls it her daily muscle fix. How to use kiwi fruit for maximum muscle impact. Evening is best because it supports sleep, which is when muscle repair happens. Pair it with protein-rich meals to unlock full absorption. Eat the skin. Yes, really. It's loaded with fiber and antioxidants. Just rinse well. Use it in smoothies, salads, or just slice and spoon. 2 kiwis a day is the sweet spot. More isn't necessary, but consistency is key. Why it beats the rest. Let's recap. Boosts growth hormone. Improves protein use. Slashes inflammation. Protects mitochondria. Supports sleep and mood. No other fruit hits all 5 pillars of muscle preservation like kiwi does. It's your body's natural multivitamin, built for strength, recovery, and resilience. But here's the trap. Even if you eat the right fruits, even if you load up on protein and nutrients, you might still be doing something every day that kills your muscle strength without you knowing. And most seniors, even the active, health-conscious ones, make this mistake. Let's talk about that next. You're eating right, maybe even adding kiwi, berries, or cherries to your daily diet. But if you're like most seniors, there's one silent habit undoing all that progress. Sitting too long after eating. Here's why that's a problem. Right after meals, your body shifts into digest and store mode. Your blood sugar rises, insulin increases, and fat storage ramps up. But if you remain sedentary, say, sitting on the couch or at your desk, muscle cells don't get activated to absorb nutrients. Instead, your body prioritizes fat storage and leaves your muscles unfed. This leads to faster muscle loss, weaker limbs, and slower metabolism, even if your diet is solid. Research shows that just 10 minutes of gentle movement after a meal helps shuttle nutrients into muscle cells and reduce post-meal inflammation. Even better, do this after eating a kiwi, and you supercharge protein uptake, blood flow, and hormone balance. It's not about working harder. It's about moving smarter every single day after 60. If you found even one of these fruits helpful, imagine what else you haven't been told. Backhand Index Pointing Right subscribe to Senior Health Fix Daily for natural, science-backed ways to eat, move, and feel better after 60. And don't forget to tap the bell so YouTube shows you tomorrow's video, because we're diving into 3 herbs that fight joint stiffness even better than pain pills. Speech Balloon, drop a comment below. Which of these fruits are you adding to your day starting now? Let's stay strong together.